youtube.com/BENNSHOUTS. Hello, it's Ben and I'm happy and I'm back with not another reaction. I'm actually just here. I didn't realize that was going to be an awkward thing to say. We are here. I hit 5,000 subscribers a week ago. I'm actually at 5,500, so I'm a little bit behind on the Q&A. I do apologize, however, it is here. I want to celebrate hitting 5,000 subscribers, which was something that I just really didn't think would ever happen. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, who's liked the video, who's put in a request, who has vibed along with me, who's liked what they've watched. Some of you have been here for months, I know, because I know either your usernames, your defaults, or you just always comment, so I just know, and I can always vibe with you. So thank you so much if this is your first video of me watching. G'day. If you've watched me for a while, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you've never watched a video before and you're just here to dislike it, thank you so much. I hit up on Instagram and on the YouTube community section. That's probably like the easiest way to communicate with everyone is just via that. Hit it up. If you guys wanted a Q&A and one person voted no, however, it was a solid 96% of people who did want one, and the questions are listed. They're down below. Let's get straight into it. I've already had a Red Bull today, so there'll be no Red Bull featured. There is a Pepsi Max though. Oof. I was gonna use a straw, but I think I just want to drink it like this. Oh, that is just so good. Got my laptop, I've got my phone. Let's get straight into it. Now, I haven't actually really looked at these questions, I haven't vetted them. I'm just gonna go through and answer the ones that I can answer. Hopefully, I can get through them all if I can. If yours doesn't make the video, I do apologize. Let's get it in for the 10,000 one. The first question comes from Purple. You are adorable. What type of water do you drink? Firstly, thank you so much. Cute little compliment to begin with. That's a great way to open up this Q&A. I just drink tap water from a bottle that I fill up, hydro flask. Try and drink one of these at least a day. This is a 1.9 litre, or if you are American, 64 ounces. Try and drink one of them a day. If it's sparkling water, I do love San Pellegrino, if that's how you pronounce it even. Or I just, you know, get a $1 bottle of sparkling water, but I try not to use plastic. So I use one of these, but it's just regular tap water. I'm not a snob when it comes to water, and I try and drink all that. Drink some water today. If you have not drink, pause, go and drink some water. Go and do it. Love that opening question. Next question comes from Dario. It is, what is your favorite pizza? Shocked that anyone has to ask this question. It is just a simply cheese. Just cheese. Cheese pizza. That is all I eat. Sometimes I'll have it if there's like vegan chicken or vegan pepperoni, but it's always just a margarita, a margs, mate. The only pizza I eat. The next question comes from Tom. It is just to say, you are beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm not gonna get compliments in this. This is cute already. What do you do for work? At the moment, I'm currently studying. So I'm in my first year of 3-year studying my degree. So I'm just working casually at a clothing store. So I'm just there repping clothes, looking hot, doing all that stuff. So I do that, and then it just gives me a lot more time to do YouTube. So I do YouTube, uni, and I work casually. Yeah. The next question comes from Danny. What did you start listening to before the channel? Literally the Veronicas, Avril Lavigne, Paramore, Hilary Duff. On repeat since like 2002. I listen to a lot of the same music on repeat. So what this channel has really forced me to do is expand my horizons, made me listen to more music. I actually listen to so much more, and I don't listen to the same music all the time because I want to listen to so many different ones that I've already heard. But basically, a lot of pop rock, and a lot of really sad indie stuff. So I have an indie playlist where it's just really down south, Woodstock, folklore vibes that I would just listen to, you know, chilling, or if I was depressed. But basically, it was the bands that I've loved since I was like 16. I would just listen to them on repeat. So yeah. Next question comes from Dave. How much pizza do you eat in a week, and can we split one? I don't share food, so we can definitely get a pizza each. I'll buy you a pizza each. You know, I'm just not a sharer of food, especially when it comes to pizza. I can eat a whole one always. How many do I eat a week? How many could I eat a week, or do I eat a week? Probably at least once a week. Sometimes when I'm being naughty, it can get up to 3 or 4. I'm trying to be better at it. So definitely at least once. I have to have it once a week. It's just in my DNA. The next question comes from Lewis. What kind of things you did after that you miss doing now doing? Oh, maybe what do I miss that I don't do now that I did do? I definitely think like staying up super late with my best friend, eating noodles, eating infomercials. I think just the ability to not have to be up in the morning and just, you know, whether that's online or chatting with friends or going out and doing random stuff, watching movies super late. I think that's what I miss the most, is just not having the responsibility of having to be up the next day and go to work and, you know, do all that stuff that we have to do in life. The next question comes from Garden Pit. What advice do you give to people whose lives have been affected by past traumas? This is a heavy question, and I don't know if I'm really qualified to answer it. All I can do is answer from my own perspective. I think what I've done in the past is I'm really in touch with my emotions. I let myself feel feel everything that I'm feeling. If I'm down, I let myself feel down. I don't, I guess, bottle up the emotions and allow myself not to feel what I'm feeling. Listen to a lot of music, write things out, talk to people. That's probably the biggest one. Talk about every little minor thing. Find people who you can trust and will allow you to talk about the same thing over and over and over again. Seeking professional help can always work. It just really depends on your mind frame. I've done that when I was younger and I wasn't ready. Past traumas, I think, yeah, being able to just be self-aware of what's gone on, but I definitely think if it's something super, super traumatic, probably professional help is the best. But I guess for me, what I've been through, I've had great support system in terms of family and friends, so I've always had people I can talk to. But I think talking is the biggest thing. If you can't talk about it to anyone, it's going to be really hard for you to process all that stuff. Hope that helped. The next question comes from Colin. Are you interested in making any video content that isn't a reaction in the future? Absolutely. This, what I'm doing right now, is super cool. I've never had the opportunity to do something like this, but yeah, I would absolutely love to do, I don't know, I've always wanted to do things related to my writings and visuals and stuff like that, so that's something that I would love to get into. But in terms of like, I mean, I'd love to do like a calorie counting challenge, you know, all those random things that we do on YouTube. I'd love to do that stuff. However, at the moment, I am really loving the reaction-based stuff. It's what I used to watch a lot of on YouTube. I don't know, I've always loved it, so I like doing it now and kind of being on the other side of reacting to something. I don't know, I've really enjoyed that so at the moment. However, the future is endless. Who knows? If you guys want me to do other stuff, let me know down below. I'm so open to anything. My brother chimed in, Mark, are you going to expand to movies and TV shows? He has been hounding me for this. Possibly, maybe. Who knows? Illumini Daddy has said, what is your sun, moon, and rising sign? That is a good question. Give me a sec, I'll Google it. My rising sign is Virgo and my moon is Capricorn. Interesting, let me know what that means. Virgo, I've got a lot of friends who are Virgos and my grandma is a Capricorn, so that's interesting. Bit of connection there. Lana's been unhappy. Lana Del Renegade says, what is your all-time favorite Lana song and album? I definitely think, oh, this is going to be a controversial question. I definitely think my all-time favorite song, I don't know if I could answer that. At the moment, it's like Blue Banisters, just because I'm really vibing that. The album, I definitely think it's got to be Honeymoon and possibly Ultraviolence. I don't know if you can really choose because they are also different. Old Money I really loved as well. That just song stands out to me. Ultraviolence, the song itself as well. Too Hard. However, those are my favorites at the moment. Okay, that's all from Insta. Let's jump onto YouTube. I'm going to scroll to the bottom, start from the bottom now here, and go to the top. Let's go. There is a for you. I'm just going to like smash through and power around. First one is from Vibe. Age, sexual orientation, 30, gay. Josie says, favorite movie and TV shows. My favorite movie of all time is Erin Brockovich and Looking for Ella Brandy. My favorite TV show of all time is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Rob says, do you support the LGBTQ community? Of course I do. I'm part of it. Yes, absolutely. Vibe comes in again with, do you have a life motto? I do. It's you're under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. Anyone can change. You can change. Who cares what you've done yesterday or 5 minutes ago? You do not have to be the same person. You can change it at any moment in your life. Do it. Get it. Ultra Green says, what does music mean to you? Everything. It is life support. It is every thought you could possibly have transferred and done by someone else, and you can relate to it. It's insane. It's the universal language. It saves lives. It helps people. It is, yeah, everything. Without it, I don't know where. It'd be so interesting to know what we'd all be doing without music. Clay says, do you listen to Cave Town? I do not. I don't know who that is. Is it someone I should be listening to? Let me know. Alexa, what are your hobbies? Absolutely, YouTube is a hobby. I play netball a couple times a week, which I really like. I guess you'd call that a hobby. Writing's a hobby. I think listening to music you could call a hobby. I don't know. I'm not a very super social person in terms of hobby nut wise. I just think hanging out with friends, doing all that stuff. But I think probably, yeah, YouTube and netball is my biggest hobby. She also says, what are some of your pet peeves? Slow walkers, slow drivers. I'm a very impatient person. I'm a very quick person. I want to get things done when I want to get them done. So anyone that does super slow things, like slow talkers, it's like, let's wrap it up, come on. So anything slow, I think, is a pet peeve of mine. Your local fag hag. I need to know the name. How many albums do you have on your list? This is just too much. Right, I don't, it's not always albums. Sometimes I just write the artist. I'm not even gonna try, can I like, it's just a lot. The list is very controversial because the list doesn't always get done in the chronological order of appearance. It will just be, sometimes it's just, if there's more people asking for someone that's on the list, I'll do them because I know that a lot of people want to see it. The list is, it kind of this triggers me. I'm like, oh my god, this list is too much. So there's a lot on the list. Surely 100, right? The Bosma says, who's your favorite artist? The Veronicas are my favorite band of all time. My favorite artist of all time would absolutely be Avril Lavigne. Cassandra says, describe yourself as a child. What were you like growing up? What is your least favorite fruit that everyone likes, and what is a song you can't stand? She is getting the 4 for 1. Describe yourself as a kid. Apparently when I turned 6 months old, I went really grumpy and angry. As a kid, I think I was a bit like recluse. I was very good at tuning things out if I didn't want to partake in it. I think I was a very attitudinal kid. Like I had attitude. I was, yeah, just weird. I think I was just a weird little kid, to be honest. Things I remember in my childhood, I was very in with my own thoughts. I think from such a young age, I've been thinking all the time. What was I like growing up? Weird. I remember I used to write like horror stories when I was young. Like I'd take inspo from horror movies that I wrote and just about like people being killed, which is super creepy when you think about it. What is your least favorite food that everyone likes? I don't like a lot of food. I'm a very fussy eater. I'm just a very simple eater. I don't like things where it's like if you get a packet of chips and it's like I'll just have salt and vinegar, whereas people get like roast pumpkin seed and terracotta, all this weird shit. I just like normal food. So pretty much everything that people like, I genuinely don't like. What is one song you can't stand? That Blurred Lines song. Yuck. Nasty. Feral. Hate it. Your local fag hag coming in. What is the meaning behind your intro and why are you always happy? Hello, I'm happy. The reason I started saying it is because I wanted to invoke happiness no matter what I was feeling whenever I got in front of a camera. It automatically makes me happy. So I wanted to really emulate that. And for people who ever watched my videos, like when I started YouTube and doing some videos, I didn't really get many views and I didn't really think people would watch it, but I wanted anyone who watched it to feel happy too. So I say, hello, my name's Ben and I'm happy. And at the end, I'm like, hope you're having a great day, reviewer. I'm gonna have a great day, Ryan. Just, I guess, positive mantras invoking that stuff. So hopefully you feel happy after I say hello, man, it's been happy. Vanessa, what are some of your life goals? I think just to be happy, that's always been my #1 goal for many, many years. We always focus on so many different things. Mine is just to be happy within myself and just find self-peace, which I know sounds really wanky. Obviously, I'd love to be able to support my family financially and all that stuff, but I think the biggest thing is just being happy and sure within yourself. That's my biggest goal in life. Alexa, what are you most grateful for? Absolutely my family and friends. I definitely think I struck gold. I say to my friends all the time, I'm like the worst person. I have the best people in my life. It's just so funny how everyone that is my close friend is just such an amazing, nice, generous, honest person. I'm like, lol. And same with my family. I've got such a great support system, so that's what I'm most thankful for. Vibe coming in again. They are hotting up. I think that's cheating. I don't know if you can ask this many questions. However, it's a good one. What's something you wish you learned or wish you were better at? Definitely languages. I wish I could speak more languages. And instruments. I definitely wish when I was younger I had more discipline to get into them, was better at them and could do them. I just think it's cool. It's a good way to express yourself on languages. It would just be sick. Josie, what music did you like growing up? Pop girls, like Spice Girls, everything quintessential gay pop music. That was me growing up. Doritos, what made you start a YouTube channel? I mean, I started this years and years and years ago. I definitely think I've uploaded some stuff with me and my friend when we did these music videos. There's like so many private videos of me talking to the camera of like depressed thoughts at like 2 a.m. It's really, really funny. There's been videos where I wanted to just do those quick edits. I think it was just a way to be creative and connect with people. That was the biggest reason I made one in the very beginning. Yeah, it's pretty much true now. I guess that's why a lot of people start YouTube, is just to connect with people. Alexa, what is your favorite song of all time? The Veronicas' How Long and Angels and Airways, The Adventure. Absolutely all-time favorites. Love the Ghost says, do you have an aesthetic that you can attach yourself to? I've never really known what my aesthetic is. I definitely think sometimes it's very like fuckboy, drug aesthetic. I definitely really like that dead look. I don't know if that's my aesthetic. Maybe it is in photos. I definitely think it's more, I don't know. You tell me. If I look at my Instagram, I don't know if I would be able to pinpoint an exact aesthetic, to be honest. I don't know. He says, what is your favorite Billie song at the moment? Absolutely Happier Than Ever. Now that she's released the edit, you can just have those 2 minutes. It's definitely my favorite song at the moment. It's the one that you can just feel so much and it just gets you every time. Every time. Your local fag. Every time I say the name. What is a few of your favorite albums you've reacted to? Olivia Rodriguez, that album blew me away. I did not expect it going into it. I really was not impressed with her in terms of what I was sick of her hype. The album blew me away, and then I think just the fact that it's now like 22,000 views is just ridiculous because I reacted to it so long after it came out, I think. Or did I? No, it was a week ago. I don't know. Anyway, that one really blew me away. What are the other albums? Melanie Martinez, I did not expect to love her as much as I did. It was just epic. Just the whole discography and just the character and the lyrics. Kim Petras' album, Turn Off the Lights, like that blew me away. Yeah, I think the ones, and they're the ones I love editing the most because they've just had such an impact when I've been listening to them. So yeah, there are a few. To name heaps of them though. Peggy says, who's become one of your favorites since reacting to them? Definitely Kim Petras, Charlie XCX. I just didn't really get into it, and now I'm so vibing it. Lana, of course, I knew about it, but listening to her more, I've definitely gotten there. Oh my god, how oh my god, Phoebe Bridgers. She's one of the originals that I reacted to. Her, Julian, Lucy, that trio, that's probably the biggest takeaway that I've had from my reactions so far. And I just forgot Punisher. That album blew me away. Yeah, wow. Insane. Juliet asked, what song made you fall in love with music? This is a hard song, however, I'm pretty sure I can pinpoint Avril Lavigne's Get Over It. It's a B-side on the Skater Boy single. It's one of my pinnacle moments in my life where I just remember the song. So I'm gonna say that song because that's what comes to mind first. So I think that song is the reason I love music. Josie, what artist do you think is super underrated? So many of the ones that I've reacted to, anything that doesn't have 1,000 views is underrated in my eyes. I think, why don't more people know about them? It's insane. I also think the Veronicas, my Australian babes, like worldwide, they're so underrated. They're just, more people need to know about them. Campbell, who is your dream collab between two artists? Oh, could you imagine? I definitely would love to see Gaga and Adele. I definitely think that they would just be such a sick, I think anyone with Adele, to be honest, because she is such a powerhouse. I think anyone that she does something with. Gaga and Miley, I would love to see as well. I think anyone Gaga, I definitely think Gaga brings the best out of every artist that she does a collab with. They are just more free. Yeah, I just love seeing people with her. Radical, has there ever been a video where you didn't like the songs but pretended you did? Actually, no, I generally will go, I didn't really vibe with that, or yeah, it was okay. I don't lie about what I like and what I don't like, although some people haven't liked it. I've liked everything on an album, which is funny. Yeah, there's just no point why. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I think on Gaga, I was like, no, this song's shit. Dua Lipa, early reaction, I just stopped listening to the song, so no, definitely you will always know when I don't like something, because I just will not be able to vibe with it. You can't fake music, I don't think. Cassandra, what song instantly puts you in a good mood? Ooh, what puts me in a good mood instantly? Anything Veronica's for sure, because I just love them. I think Avril Lavigne's the best damn thing, like Girlfriend, just anything pop, fun. I just think anything you can dance to just gets me going. Anything that's happy vibes always puts me in a good mood. Hanson says, out of all the albums you've listened to on the channel, which do you think is the most creative or unique? Rina Sawayama is the first person that comes to mind. That album just shook me in terms of how many genres were in it. Oh, yeah, that was one of the most unique and creative for me. Yeah, that's all. I don't know why I'm trying to over-explain it. That's the answer. Salve says, first of all, how are you? Thank you so much for asking. I'm great. I'm super happy. The sun's setting. What's the time? It's like 4:41, so like the sun's kind of like getting to the end of the day. I'm feeling good. I've got netball tonight, so I'm feeling good. Thank you. They're asking, do you have an artist that everybody likes that you don't? Yes, I love you. You're so cool. Thank you so much. I love you too. And yes, drum roll, Beyonce, I do not like her music, and I know she's super popular and she's someone I would just never listen to, so please don't ever request her because I'm never going to react to her. There's your answer. Just Marissa asks, what are some of your top favorite albums you've reacted to this year? This is a hectic question. Phoebe Bridgers, Punisher, like I said, Rina Sawayama, Olivia, I'm gonna have to put her up there. Kim, like there's a lot, too many to list. I just think any ones that I'm just absolutely vibing, they become my favorites. And you know, even, oh my god, Wolf Alice has been up there. Just the ones that you least expect to be amazing, they're the ones that just really take the cake sometimes. Stevie says, do you have a famous song lyric that stuck with you as soon as you heard it, or a song that you love for its lyrical content? I focus a lot on instrumental, but sometimes when I hear a really good line, it stays with me. I'm absolutely the opposite. I'm such a lyric-based person. However, reacting to more stuff, the production on instrumental stuff is absolutely taking over at times. I definitely think Happier Than Ever by Billie this year has been the most lyrical content that stuck out to me. It really just hit home. The vulnerability, the rawness. Yeah, I definitely think the lyrics in that song were just amazing. So good. That's what stuck with me the most. The first thing I can think of is that. Leo's coming in with a long one. Okay, this sounds morbid, but I think that people request a song to be played at the funeral is so interesting. Your funeral is like your last goodbye, and having a soundtrack be selected by you is the minimum people can do for you on your way out. Lol. If you could choose one song to go out on, what would it be? Congrats on hitting that 5K mark so soon. Thank you so much. Gave me chills. Thank you. That really means a lot. I actually have a funeral playlist. Goes like 5 hours of every song I want played at my funeral. Of course, that's never going to happen. If I had to choose one song though, I probably would go with The Adventure by Angels and Airwaves. It's just a song that has stuck with me. Bittersweet Sympathy by The Verb really comes to mind. Yeah, those two songs are definitely up there with my two favorite of all time. Even though The Verb I didn't say before, it is now. Really good question though, I love that. Juliet says, what was the most unexpected album reaction? Geck. I was not prepared for that. That was such a trip. So random, so weird, so good. Our shit comes in with, if you could have 5 artists to go to lunch with, who would you pick? And then Sponge Boob says, top 3 would be harder. Devil emoji. Or should I go in the middle and go 3? Lady Gaga, the Veronicas, and I think I would say Elvis Presley, because my mum loves him, so I'd love to, you know, and then I'd just bring her along so she could meet him, and then me, Gaga, and the Bonds could just chill out and hang. I reckon that'd be sick. That's who I'd pick. JK, my homeboy, this time stamp king, comes in with a Q. He says, first of all, who gave you the right? You gave me the right. But seriously, my question is, could you go over your tattoos you have, please? How many do you have in total? This is a huge question. You showed your Gaga one and the Dawn of Chromatica video. Now curious what the other ones are. Thanks ahead of time for the Q&A. Hope you're doing well. Doing so well. Hope you're doing well too. My tattoos, I have a fair few. I think I'm just going to go through some of my favorites at the moment. If you guys want a full tattoo reaction, I have my whole sleeve done, as you've probably seen, and then I have a few scattered over. Gaga's my newest favorite. Love that. I've got my life quote, you're under no obligation to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. I've got Emma Blackery's Burn the Witch, the song. Love that song so much. I've got my favorite emoji, the stars on this hand. Favorite number, 6. Gripping, as we know on Instagram, at Grippins. There, if you ever forget, I'll just hold it up for you. A boy's best friend is his mother, which is a quote from Norman Bates on Psycho, and obviously my mum is my best friend. And then I've got Sorry Mum on this arm. She doesn't like tattoos, so I got Sorry Mum for her, and that is my birthmark. Or anyone says, what is that on your hand? It's a birthmark. And then I've got this whole arm. However, we could be here forever, but I hope that answers a few of them. Also, can we just comment on how amazing Jay is at timestamps? He is the king. Jono, Jay, JK, whatever you want, is the best. Tommy comes in and says, is there an artist you've discovered through your channel that you regret haven't discovered earlier? Yeah, pretty much every single person that I'm obsessed with, like Wolf Alice, Phoebe Bridgers for sure. I know I keep mentioning her, but it's just really stuck out to me. I just wish I knew about her earlier on. But I also like it because then there's so many albums from the artists already out, so I kind of get to skip all the wait of years, so it's good in that sense. Spencer, what's an album you could never get bored of listening to? The Veronica's albums, and again, I know I say them, but they are the quintessential music in me. Their debut album, their second album, they were just like my upbringing, my childhood, so I could never get, I literally listened to them all the time. Literally the other day I was listening to The Secret Life of. If you guys haven't, go and listen to their albums. Do it. Last question, I think I've gone through them all. If I haven't got to yours, let me know and I'll just reply to you in the comments below. This one is scandalous and I actually love that it's the last one on the list. It's from Lindsay McCoy. She's coming in. Has there ever been a time where you've sat down to do a reaction video but ended up not liking the music at all, so you never uploaded it? If so, who and who was it? There has been one. And I don't even have the footage anymore because this was back when I didn't have an external hard drive, so I would just delete it once I'd edited it. That's why a lot of the footage I don't have the unedited versions. It was St. Vincent Daddy's Home. I think I listened to 2 songs and I don't know if I was just in a weird mood or a weird vibe, but I just was like, this is annoying me, so I turned it off and I deleted the footage. And now I think I've seen it been asked for a few times and I just, I'm like, yeah. So I really should give it another listen, and I know they're amazing because they've been requested so many times, but that is an album that I started to listen to and then I stopped and deleted it. Honesty is the best policy. The scandal has been released. Send it to TMZ. Put it out everywhere. They are the questions. That is the Q&A for 5,000 subscribers. Insane, insane, insane. I'm so glad I got to do this. I'm so glad you guys asked some questions. Hopefully you got to know me a bit more and you liked what you saw. If you did, subscribe, like. Let me know down below if there's anything else you want to know. I mean, we're well on our way to 10,000. I guess that's my next goal, right? You've got to have goals to progress. Let me know what we should do for 10,000 down below. Keep letting me know what you want me to react to. I know the list is super long. I know you're like, really? This list is just never gonna happen. And it will. Maybe I'll be like 100 years old and I'll be reacting to Olivia's latest album. Who knows? Thank you guys so much. Honestly, it really does mean a lot that people wanna see how I react to an album. They vibe with me and they, you guys subscribe and keep watching and keep commenting. The comments are my favorite part. The reaction's awesome, but actually getting to see you guys be just as passionate about the music that I've listened to, that is honestly my favorite part. I show my family, I show my friends, I'm like, oh my god, look what they just said about the album, or like, what have they just said about the vid? So yeah, thank you guys so much. Whew. Everything's down below, you know what to do. Hope you're having a great day, reviewer. I'm gonna have a great day wherever I am, and he's gonna go.